Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Lexi and today we're doing a WIP and Chat. WIP stands for work in progress, and we're just going to work on our WIPs and we are going to chat and have a good time. So I am working on Pink Mermaid from DAC. And I'm doing this for Mermaids and Magic, which is hosted by Crafting with Shay, and you can call me Butter. I'll link their channels down below. The event is almost over. It ran from March 1st and it goes through Friday, which is the 31st of March. And I'm not done yet. So I need to get into gear and make sure that I finish this. Now, their requirement is that you finish a 30 by 40 section, so I think I have met that requirement, but I really wanted to get this done. I don't think it's going to happen. Today is Wednesday the 29th, so I only have 2 days left, and I still have quite a bit of this canvas left, so I don't think I'm going to make it, but we will try as hard as we can. So, okay. Let's get into it. I'll show you what I'm using and all that good stuff, and then we'll get started. So I have a drill tray from Cat Proof Trays, and it's this really pretty purple and blue ombre color. I have a cute little cover minder from Peachy Keen Pens, and this was like actually a freebie that they sent me with a pen that I ordered. I have a trash minder, which is a crystal ball shape, which I thought fit the theme of Mermaids and Magic, and this is one that I made with resin, and I sell these in my Etsy shop. I am using a mint green pen from Butterfly Effect Wares, as well as this beautiful teal and pink pen that I got from Peachy Keen, and I'll link all of them below. I have a couple other goodies here. I have a little cover minder from Bree, Painting with Pities, her shop. And I've got just a couple little cheapy pens from Amazon. This one is a wax placer from Amazon. I use this for the AB drills and the crystal rhinestone drills. And I've got a plastic sheet cutter. And then I have my mermaid tray, which I made. These are also available in my store on Etsy. Okay, so we'll get into it. How is everybody doing? How is your week going? I hope you're having a great week so far. I am. It's been pretty good. Things are finally falling into place for me because the last couple weeks have been a little bit crazy, but I feel like things are finally falling into place. I am back to my regular job, which I'm also using the ARTDOT containers, which I will link down below as well. They are my absolute favorite containers for storing drills. So yes, I'm back to my regular job. If you saw my previous WIP and Chats, I was talking about how I was training on a different aspect of my job so that I could help out another business unit, and I'm done with that now, and I'm back to regular work, but I think I might be starting a new project which I need to talk to my boss about today. So potentially I could be starting a new project which is one that I'm actually really excited about. So I'm interested to talk to her about that. It's kind of a cool project that it's something that we've been wanting to do for years and years, but have not been able to previously. And it would be like a whole new direction for us to go in. And I can't say too much about it, but it would be basically trying to really improve and step up the processes of how we do the work at our business unit. And I think it would really streamline things and make things so much easier. So I'm very excited about that. I am filming in a different workspace today, so I hope that everything sounds good and looks good, and I hope my camera's not too wobbly. It is a new setup. So just trying to improve the setup a little bit here. I got my new printer over this past weekend and set that up. And I do plan on doing a review video of it. I'm still working on learning all the features and that stuff, so I want to use it for a little while before I do a review video of it, so that I know what I'm talking about when I go to film the review. But it's a really nice printer. It's a Canon Pixma 200 Pro 200, and it's one that is made specifically for printing photographs and different media. And so I got it to print stickers and packaging for the Etsy shop, and so I'm really, really excited about it. It's the nicest printer I've ever owned, and the quality of the stuff coming out is really, really nice. So I'm definitely excited about that. I played with it all last night. I was listening to Bree's live, Painting with Pities, and I was listening to her live and chatting with everybody, and then I was also at the same time printing out my stickers and cutting them on the Cricut machine, and it was really cool. So I stayed up late actually last night doing that because I was so excited. Actually, I can show you some of the stickers that I printed. I have a few sitting up here. I have these butterflies that I printed, and I think I've shown this one already before, but this is a Lexi Sparkles one. But the colors are really, really pretty, and they came out really nice on the new printer. And then here's another one. This one might be too light, but it's like a crystal ball with a floral design and butterflies. So those were really pretty. So I had a really, really good weekend, minus the power outage. So if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen I posted that my power went out on Saturday. We had really bad storms in the area, and we woke up on Saturday morning and my phone was completely dead. And I was like, what the heck happened? Did I not plug my phone in? Now, I listen to YouTube all night to help me fall asleep. And so it ends up just playing all night because I have it on autoplay. I listen to it all night and it just keeps playing. So it just keeps going. And so what happened was the power went out. My phone wasn't charging. It just kept playing YouTube and it ran down the battery. The battery was probably already low by the time I went to bed on Friday night. So Saturday morning I wake up, my phone's dead. I'm like, what the heck? So I get up and I'm trying to check the plug and everything's plugged in, and I'm like, oh, I think the power's out. So I get up and I let the dogs out and I'm like, yep, okay, the power's out. And it stormed really bad Friday night. And I grabbed my husband's battery charger. He has this nice big brick that is solar powered. It's like a phone charger, but it has a solar thing on the front so you can charge it in the sun. So I grabbed that and I charged my phone up and I contacted the power company, and they the first thing they said was that the power would come back on at 10 o'clock. So I'm like, okay. So I actually just went back to bed. I brought the dogs in the bedroom and we all just like kind of cuddled for a while. And I was like, well, there's nothing really I can do. I had planned to get up early and work on resin trays for my shop and also, you know, to complete custom orders because I had quite a few. But I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I can go back to bed and I'll just work on the trays at 10 o'clock when the power comes back on. Well, then I checked the status again a little while later and it was no longer 10 o'clock, it said noon. And then I checked again and they totally took the estimated time off of there. And instead of giving a time when they thought the power would be back on, it just said, we're working on it. I'm like, okay. So it didn't come back on until like 3 o'clock. So it really put me far behind. So I did not have a tray release this past weekend just because I had custom orders that were, I had to get those done. People had already paid for trays. So I got those done first. And so we'll work on a tray release coming up soon. So it was a bummer. It really, there's a lot of tools that I use that require power to make the trays, including light. And so it was a bummer. It was a bummer. So unfortunate, but I will be working on trays this week and this weekend. So, but I had a lot of fun working on the custom trays. I had a lot of like very creative requests and it was really fun. And I had a lot of requests for the mermaid tray, which are always really fun to make. So that was cool. And I'll be posting some pictures soon of the customs that I did. I just want to wait until people receive them. They're in the mail right now, and then I'll post pictures of them. And let's see what else. Oh, so yes, this weekend was so fun because I got to go and hang out with Bree from Painting with Pitties. We went and we hung out on Sunday. Now, we originally had plans to go out like shopping all day. But because of my power being out, that little snafu, we decided to not do a whole day thing. So on Sunday, we met up at Joann Fabrics. I don't have a great Joann Fabrics near my house, but there is one like sort of 30 minutes away that is kind of between Bree and I. So we met there. I wanted to go and I've never been to that one, so I wanted to go there and see what that one was like. And it is nicer than the one by my house. And I had to get some stuff for resin, and I also ended up getting a cute, where did I put it? Let me go get it. 1 second. So I got a really cute diamond dots that was on sale. Is this diamond dots? It is. It is a Dwight Schrute diamond dot. We're really zoomed in, so I'm like trying to show the box here. It is a Dwight Schrute bobblehead diamond painting, and it was on clearance, so it was $13. And I've never done diamond dots before. I love The Office, and that's gonna be the painting. I love The Office. Dwight is my favorite character. And a while back, I explained that I have a guest room that is Schrute Farms themed. And so this is going to be an addition to my Schrute Farms guest bedroom. So if you've never seen The Office before, Dwight Schrute is kind of like this nerdy weirdo character. And he has a bed and breakfast called Schrute Farms. And so my guest room is Schrute Farms themed. So I got that diamond dots to put in there, and it was on clearance. And I've been wanting to buy a diamond dots painting because I've never tried them before. So it was kind of perfect. So yes, so I got that, and then I got some cool things to add to trays in resin. And yeah, it was fun. And then we went to lunch, which was really, really nice. I don't leave my house a whole lot. I am really a homebody. I love to stay home. I love to do crafts and just be a little hermit crab in my craft room. But it was nice to get out of the house. And I don't ever go out to eat. I think I've talked about this before where like my husband and I just kind of stopped going out to eat like ever since like 2020 really. Like we just are kind of over it. And so we don't go out to eat a whole lot, but now when we do, it's a really special occasion and we enjoy it a lot more. And so it was really, really nice to go out to eat with Bree. And it was so funny because, so we went to this Joann Fabrics and Bree was like, oh, it's a great place to meet up because there's lots of different restaurants around there. And then I'm not familiar with that area because, well, for one, like, I'm still kind of new to this area. Like, I don't really know a whole lot of, like, what's around here. But also this particular area that we went to, I'm really, really not familiar with just because I hardly go there. But so I was asking her, I'm like, what's around here? Like, what kind of stuff do they have? And I was thinking we could go somewhere that is kind of different and unique and, you know, not like a chain restaurant. Well, then she said, well, there's a Red Robin down the street. And I was like, oh, can we go to Red Robin? Which is, of course, is a big chain restaurant. And like, you know, and I felt kind of bad for saying that because, like, you know, it's whatever. But I have not been to Red Robin since I lived in Illinois because there isn't, like, a Red Robin super close to where I live. Like, this one is, like, 30 minutes from my house. Like, we just haven't been to one in, like, since, like, 2017. And where we used to live in Illinois, the Red Robin was, like, 5 minutes from our house, and we used to go all the time. And so I was like, oh my God, can we go to Red Robin? And she was like, yeah. So we went there, and I was a little bit bummed because they were out of onion rings, which I love the Red Robin onion rings. They're so good, and they were out of them for some reason. And I was like telling my husband this, and he's like, what? How are they out of onion rings? Like, it's like they can't run over to the Kroger. He didn't say that, actually. He said, if you guys are from Chicago, you'll understand this reference. He said they can't just run to the Jewel and get some onions. And I was like, I don't think they're going to run to the Jewel, honey. That's kind of far. But he meant like the Kroger, you know. Like, they can't just run to the Kroger and get some onions. And I'm like, I guess not. Let me know in the comments down below if you know what a Jewel is. And if you've been to a Jewel. So it's so funny because here in Ohio, like, everybody says, or a lot of people say, they'll say like a Kroger sack, and they're talking about, you know, like the plastic bag that you get at Kroger. Well, where we're from, you don't call it a Kroger sack, you call it a Jewel bag. And that's the bag you get from that's the bag you get from the grocery store, is a Jewel bag. So sometimes like we say stuff here and people kind of look at us funny because it's not the same. So we'll say things like, oh, you know, like they have it at the Jewel, and people are like, what? Not the Jewel, the Kroger. It's funny. There's like certain things still like that I will say too that like aren't even relevant anymore. Like even back where I'm from, they're not relevant. So when I was a kid, I lived in a place where there was a big grocery store chain called Logley's. And it doesn't exist anymore. They sold out to a bigger grocery company, so they don't exist anymore, but I will still call it Logley's. So when I go back home, I'll say like, oh yeah, like over by the Logley's. It doesn't exist anymore. It's so funny, just like how like that just becomes habit, you know. So yeah, anyway, so we had fun. Oh, at Red Robin, so they did not have the onion rings, but they still had my favorite burger that I always used to get every time we would go to Red Robin, which is the bonsai burger, and it has like teriyaki sauce on it, I think, or barbecue sauce. One or the other, and then it has like a big piece of grilled pineapple on it. It's so good. So that's like my favorite thing to get there. So that was delicious. So that was really fun, and then I just came home and I worked on my shop, and I worked on trays and hung out with my husband, and my husband and I watched a couple of good movies this weekend. We watched Top Gun, the new one, Top Gun Maverick, which we had not seen yet, which is a little bit surprising because, I mean, we named our dog Goose after the original Top Gun. We just hadn't seen the new one yet. And I thought it was pretty good. He thought it was okay. I think he thought it was like kind of gimmicky or something, like, I don't know. I will say, like, the original is still my favorite. I think the original is still the better of the two, but I did think that the new one was good. I thought Miles Teller, who plays, so if you haven't seen it, I won't tell too much about it because I don't want to spoil it for you, but so there's a character in there called Rooster, who is Goose's son, and it's played by Miles Teller, and he is really, really, really good in that movie, and he looks just like young Goose, and it's really good. So he was good in that, and it does bring back a lot of memories of watching the first Top Gun, and I thought it was really good. I would watch it again. And it's free on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free. And they have like a lot of the music from the original one, and a lot of it is very reminiscent of the original Top Gun. And a lot of the same actors are in it. Now, Kelly McGillis is not in it, but Jennifer Connelly is in it, and I love her. She's absolutely beautiful. She was in it. Val Kilmer is in it. The guy that played Merlin is in it. Ed Harris is in it. He was in the original one. So, and then of course, you know, Tom Cruise is in it. So, it was very good. I feel like they tried to make it more of a comedy this time around, whereas the original was more of an action movie and not so much of a comedy, but it was good. And then the other one that we watched was called, I think it was called I Can See You. And that was on Hulu. No, I think it was on Netflix. Let me look it up. I don't want to tell you the wrong thing. Okay, it's called I See You. It's called I See You, and it's on, so Helen Hunt is in it. It's called I See You, and it is on Netflix, and it's a thriller movie, and so it's about a boy that goes missing, and it's about like this detective who's trying to find, well, it's about several boys who go missing, and this detective who is trying to find them, and the wife of the detective is like having like these different, like, not premonitions, but like she's like not seeing stuff, but like she's just having like these weird feelings about stuff, and like weird things keep happening in her house, like that she doesn't understand, and then at the end of it, like, it all becomes clear, like, why these weird things were happening. I won't say more than that because obviously I don't want to spoil it for you, but if you like sort of like the crime aspect and the thriller or suspense aspect, it would be a good movie for you to watch. So it is on Netflix. It's called I See You, and it has Helen Hunt in it. So that was a good one. And then the other thing that we watched this weekend, which, wow, we actually watched a lot of TV apparently this weekend. Actually, no, sorry, we didn't watch. This next one that I'm going to tell you about is not something we watched this weekend. We watched this on Monday night. We started watching, this is not a movie, but a TV show. We started watching Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime, and it is a show based in England, and it's Jeremy Clarkson, who used to be the host or the star of a show called Top Gear, which is a British show about cars. And then he also, there's a couple of guys that were on it. So it's Jeremy Clarkson and, wow, the names of the other guys are escaping me right now, but the Top Gear guys, they did, like, it was a funny show. Like, they do all these funny things, they like trick out cars, and they do like races and all kinds of funny stuff. But anyway, so Jeremy, and they had another show called the Grand Tour, I think is what it was called. Anyway, Jeremy Clarkson has bought a farm in England, and so now his new show is about him learning how to be a farmer. And it's very funny, it's very cute, and so there's a second season of it now, so we're watching the second season, and it's just hilarious. I mean, I know a lot of it is just set up to be funny, but it's very cute. So like in the first season, it was all about him like learning how to use the equipment and plant crops, and they got sheep and things like that, and just everything that can go wrong does go wrong. And then, but the countryside in England is so beautiful, and he's like in this cute little town, this cute little village called Chadlington. It's really, really cute. And his wife is there. His wife helps him with the farm, and she's really nice and cute. They're a cute couple. And he has a young kid who works as a farmhand that knows a lot more than Jeremy Clarkson knows about farming, and he's funny. And then there's another character on there called Gerald who has I think he has like the thickest accent, but I think maybe he's missing teeth, and so it's very hard. I think that's what it is. Like, so he mumbles or something, but you cannot understand anything that he says, and that's like a running like joke. It's like a running gag on the show. It's like you have no idea what Gerald is saying ever, and they don't bother to put like subtitles, or you just don't know what Gerald's saying like ever. It's so funny. It's such a good show. And, yeah. So, Clarkson's Farm on Amazon Prime. If you have it, it is really good. It's a really cute show. It's really funny. If you're into that kind of thing, of course. But also check out the other show with Jeremy Clarkson. I think it's called The Grand Tour on there on Amazon Prime. Also very funny. It is very car based. It's like them like tricking out cars and racing cars and talking about cars. But even if you're not into cars, it is really funny, and they travel all over the world and show different places, and so it's interesting from that aspect as well. So, you know, give it a chance. But it is a good show for like me and my husband to watch, because like we both like it. So, yes. Alrighty, I think I'm done with that color. So I cannot wait to get done with this painting, just because it's, I mean, I'm enjoying doing it. The reason I can't wait to get done with it is because it's going to be so pretty. I think my iPad is dead, so I might have to use an alternate. Let me grab the charger for it. Okay, we have the iPad charging for now. Hopefully we can get enough juice in it to draw our sparklegram person. Otherwise we'll have to do an alternate device for that. So I have some interesting stuff going on. I have been asked to participate as a sponsor for an event, which is like amazing to me, because I don't know, like a lot of this stuff just seems like a dream, honestly. I just didn't think that some of this stuff would ever like happen for me. I don't know, like it's just so cool that people subscribe to my channel. It's so cool that people like the stuff that I make in my Etsy shop, and now like somebody has asked me to be a part of their event. Like, is this a dream? And so I'm not going to say what event it is, because I don't know if I'm allowed to. But as soon as I know that I can, I will let you guys know. But it's a really big deal to me. I'm so excited, and I'm just so grateful and like honored that somebody would like think of me and ask me to be a part of it. I'm just like so excited. So that's coming up, and I'm just thrilled, honestly. So I can't wait. And I can't wait to share the news with you guys, to let you know exactly what event it is and what's going to be happening with that. So as soon as I know that it's okay to announce it, I will let you know. But yeah, that happened on Sunday. I got a message and I was like, oh, me? Me? You want me to be in your event? Did you message the right person? I don't know. It's crazy. So I'm very excited about that. And I am planning on, so just some more stuff about the channel. Like I always have tons of plans and never enough time, of course. But I am planning on coming up soon. I want to do some guests on panel for my live stream. After, I think I talked about this last week, but after I was on Shay's live, I kind of realized how cool it is to have guests on. And there was a lot of feedback that the audience, the people watching, really like to see other creators on the live stream. They like to see that interaction and collaboration between creators. And so I thought maybe I could do some weeks where I have guests on, so I will start setting that up soon. I just have to make sure that I have all the logistics worked out and everything. So we will do that soon. I have some other plans of stuff that I want to do for the channel. It's, I just want to make sure that I have it planned out and set up and ready to go before I start rolling a lot of it out, is all. I got an email from a company that wanted to send me stuff for a review, and I initially said yes, and then it was like stuff that was not crafting stuff, and I kind of like thought about it, and I was like, I don't think this is right for my channel. And so I emailed them back and I said, I appreciate the opportunity, but I just don't think this is right for my channel and my audience. So I respectfully decline, like, thank you, but I just don't think it's right for my channel. I just never really want to put anything out there that like is not right for my audience. And so like, it wasn't stuff that was for crafting, and it just kind of would have seemed out of place, I think. And so I was like, I only want to promote things that I would think are like good for my audience, like things that I think my audience like would need and want and are interested in for crafting specifically, since that's what my channel focuses on. And maybe stuff for like, sometimes I talk about like self-care and wellness and things like that, so like maybe that kind of stuff. But outside of that, I think like I just want to stick to crafting. And I just don't ever want to promote anything that that I don't think that wouldn't be a good fit, for this channel. So that was that. But I have some unboxings that I want to do that I haven't gotten around to. Like, I ordered some new pens, and I have some paint gems that I want to show, and I have stuff from resin stuff that I want to show, and Amazon stuff that I want to show. But finding the time to do it is sometimes hard, Sometimes it's like, just can't get enough time. So I have started to give sorry, I'm totally changing subject now. Just popped into my head though. I have started giving the dog some more freedom during the day. And they've been doing really, really good. So usually I crate them during the day, and they get tons of breaks, throughout the day to go and run. It's nice because I work from home, so they're not just stuck in a crate all day long. But now Scout usually is, so Scout is the older one. She's 4 years old, and she's really, really good. She's past all of her naughty behaviors. She's very good. So sometimes I do let her out of the crate to just kind of chill out, and she just kind of snoozes in the sun. But Goose usually stays in his crate while I'm working. The main reason for that is he is still a puppy, and he tends to like find things to mouth, and I'm scared that he would try to like swallow something, and then we have a foreign body issue. So it's mainly for his safety, so that he doesn't swallow or choke on something. But and then, so Scout usually, like, I'll let her kind of have some freedom during the day to just do whatever. But sometimes she will come in my office and start jumping on me and trying to get me to, like, pet her. Well, I can't have that while I'm working, and especially, like, if I'm in a meeting. So sometimes I will crate her if she's doing that. But this week I started letting both of them out just to kind of chill out while I'm working, and it actually worked out pretty good because they keep each other entertained. And so Scout wasn't coming in here and jumping on me because she was hanging out with Goose, and they were wrestling quite a bit. Like, I heard them wrestling around a lot. But nothing got chewed up. Now, they're not destructive. Like, Scout never chews anything up, and Goose never destroys anything. I just worry about him finding something random and trying to eat it, though, like, just, you know, randomly. But they were good. Except for, I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, I hear the robot vacuum activate. And I'm like, I swear Goose, like, touched the button or something, because all of a sudden the robot is, like, vacuuming. I'm like, okay, it's random. So that was funny. So yeah, I'm just letting them have a little bit more freedom, so they can stretch out and not be so bored, you know, during the day. So I'll be trying it again today, and not for very long. They were out for maybe, Goose in particular was out for maybe like 2 hours yesterday afternoon. Just to kind of test it out, and he's housebroken now, so like it is time for him to have a little bit more freedom, but I also want him to be, you know, safe, and no emergency vet visits to like remove a random sock or something. So we'll see what happens. So I can't believe it's almost already April. Time is flying, I tell ya. But I'm ready for warm weather, for sure. I'm sick to death of the cold, dreary weather. And all of my trees outside have little green buds on them, so I'm excited about that. I need to get myself in gear, though, because my trip to England is coming up soon. And I need to get everything in place for that. I need to make sure I have good luggage, because I think my luggage has seen better days at this point. So I need to get that out and make sure, just see. I don't need my luggage like bursting open and all my underwear flying out, you know, as it comes down the ramp when I arrive in England or something. So I need to take a look at that. And I did get a few things though. Like I got a new wallet that is like RFID protected, and I got a travel bag that's like a crossbody, and well, it's not here yet. When it arrives, I'll show you guys. I also ordered a fanny pack, which, or if you're in the UK, it's called a bum bag, which I think I will like for traveling, because then it's just like at your hip and it's easy to access things. Now, I'm just planning on using that like on my day of travel. I don't think like I'll wear that around England. I don't think that would be too stylish, but I was just thinking for like day of travel, like to put my passport in and just keep it close to me and stuff like that. So that was my plan for that. And I also got like a new backpack as a carry-on, which is really cute. Maybe I'll do like a haul, like a travel haul. Although, like, I was just talking about how I don't want to do things on my channel that aren't craft related, so maybe, I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. Although it would be kind of fun to do like travel vlogs while I'm in England for my channel, in case people were interested. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. This is like just turning out so nice. I'm so excited about this painting. My husband was like, what are you going to do with this one? And I was like, I don't know actually, because I don't have plans really to like frame it or anything. I'm not sure. Not sure. So I am proud of myself because, I've talked about this in other videos. I'm on keto, and I've been doing it since October of last year, I think. And so on Sunday, obviously, I went out to eat and did not eat keto. I had a burger and fries and all the good stuff. But I'm proud of myself because usually when I do that, when I have like a cheat meal like that, I usually like spin out of control and have a hard time getting back on keto. But I literally like came home after lunch and just got right back on it. No problem. So that was good. So I was proud of myself for that. And I've been trying to find new recipes though for keto stuff, because I feel like we have the same stuff over and over again. We usually have like chicken wings and chicken thighs. And I make these like stuffed peppers that are taco flavored, like it's like taco meat inside peppers with cheese and all that good stuff. What else? I make crack chicken, which I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it's really good. It's like cream cheese and chicken and bacon and spices. I'll make like a pot roast, but like without the carby veggies. So like no potato or anything. I'll make chili, but without the beans, stuff like that. I found a recipe last night that was just like a ground beef casserole. I made that, but it wasn't like, it didn't like knock my socks off. It was fine. But if anybody knows any gluten-free, keto, low-carb recipes, let me know. It's been really good though. Like, I just feel so much better. I feel like I have more energy, and I've said it a million times before, but it's really helped like with my joints and stuff, but it's also helped my husband with his allergies. So it's been really, really good. So I don't think we'll go, I don't think we'll go back. Just because it's helped with so many things. And we're not like hardcore keto people. Like, I mean, obviously I went and ate a burger on Sunday. So like we will allow ourselves to have a treat once in a while. And we don't like count carbs. We just eat low carb foods, you know. I'm actually enjoying working on the squares on this, honestly, just because I like when they click together. But I'm sure once I get done with it, I'll be happy to do a round. I have some small projects I want to do too, which I just haven't had the chance. I've been working on this because I really want to get it done for the event. I was making such good progress, and I thought there was a chance I was going to be able to get done for the event, but I don't think we will. But that's all good. Alrighty, I'm not quite done with this color, but I do have to go to work soon. So let's go ahead and take a break here, and we will draw for our Sparklegram for next week. Hopefully, oh yes, my iPad has power in it now. So we will go ahead and do that now. Okay. Oh, let me cover this up so we're not getting stuck on the... Okay. Okie dokie. So we are going to go to our previous video. Hello, YouTube, where are you? Okay. So, we'll go to last week's WIP and Chat to get the link. Last week's word was motivation. So if you don't know what a Sparklegram is our friend mail that we do on this channel. And so each week there's a code word that you have to use, and you put the code word down in a comment below, and then I draw a person each week to receive a Sparklegram, and it's just a random little handmade item that I send out as an appreciation for you guys being here and liking, subscribing, commenting. It's just like a little way to say thank you. So each week we draw a new person, and it's not a contest, it's just a little fun friend mail thing. Okay, so we're going to put in our link, and then we are going to put in our word, which was motivation. Motivation. Okay. We've got to solve the puzzle here. 8. Get YouTube comments. We had 27. Wow. Thank you guys so much for commenting. I really do appreciate it. It helps my channel, and it's just so nice to have so many comments. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we had 27 comments with the word motivation, and now we're going to hit start on the raffle. It will pick a name. I'll check to make sure that I have that person's mailing address, and then I will send them a sparklegram. So let's go. Tammy Croft is our next sparklegram. Yay, Tammy Croft. Okay, she said, I love when I can find motivation, things for motivation in my life. It is so important to keep going. So happy for your channel growth. Thank you so much, Tammy Croft. I appreciate you. I always love to see you in my comments and everything. I appreciate you, and I appreciate your comment. You are definitely right. It's just important to keep going and keep that motivation going. It's kind of like once you get the ball rolling, you know, it just kind of snowballs. You get that motivation and you just keep going, and you know, it kind of snowballs. So thank you so much, Tammy Croft. I will send out your sparklegram soon. Let me just double check to make sure that I do have Tammy's info. And I sure do. Okay. So Tammy will get her sparklegram soon, and we better pick a word for this week's sparklegram comment. So let's go ahead and let's do the word maverick, since we were talking about Top Gun earlier. So use the word maverick in a sentence. M-A-V as in Victor, E-R-I-C-K, maverick. So he was the friend of Goose, and Goose is my dog. So we'll use the word maverick. Comment down below with the word maverick, and then also make sure that you have filled out the Google form for sparklegrams. If you've already filled it out once, you do not have to fill it out again, but if you've never done it, go ahead and fill it out. Totally optional, of course, if you want to do sparklegrams, but you don't have to. Alrighty, well, that does it for today. I hope you enjoyed this WIP and Chat. I certainly enjoyed it. I love this time each week where I get to sit down, do diamond painting, and just talk with you guys. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.